Hello, and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. Today we're going to begin taking a look at some beers from the Kyoto Brewing Company, and I have a set which I just purchased called the Golden Week set, and it consists of 4 beers, and I will be looking at them in turn. Kyoto Brewing Company started in the city of Kyoto, which is the ancient capital of Japan, in 2015. And so they're just about now on their 5th year, what would be their 5th anniversary. In this time of coronavirus, though, there's no celebration event whatsoever. But it was just about 5 years ago when they first came out, and I believe it was at the Kyoto Beer Festival. I'm not sure exactly, but in any case, 2015, and right out of the blocks, they were, making great beer. They were, in the following year, they were selected as the best new brewery in Japan on RateBeer. And in fact, last year, for 2019, they were ranked as the best brewery in Japan. So a lot of breweries, come out with a splash and then kind of rest on their laurels, and Kyoto Brewing has not done that. They've consistently been good, and they currently have I think 148 beers listed on RateBeer. There may be a few more on Untapped, I'm not sure, and I've had about half, not quite half of them. So this is part of, we're going to look at their Golden Week set, and they have other sets now. Because of the time of coronavirus which we live in, sales are way down, and Kyoto Brewing got their online sales going and bottling going as well. In the past they had just three main beers that were bottled. There are 3 regular beers that were bottled, but currently I just saw today that they are up to 11 varieties bottled, and they have a selection of sets that you can buy online. The Treasure set, the Garden Den set that you can buy online, and so they've been bottling a lot of those things, and those beers are special beers. The Golden Week set is a few specials and a few regulars, I think, and the first one we'll look at is more or less a kind of a regular, I won't say an ordinary beer, but a regular beer for them. Kyoto Brewing, the management consists of three foreign guys, non-Japanese guys, and they are an American, a Canadian, and a Welshman, and they all met many years ago in the far north of Japan, where they all worked on the JET program together. And I know all of them. I should disclose that, and I've known the head brewer for more than 10 years now. I knew him when he was a home brewer, and he trained in the U.S. and then did an internship at Lost Abbey in San Diego, and then in Shiga Kogen, one of the best brewers in Japan. So he worked at a variety of good places before they started, and he was always a very good home brewer. So they have many of these beers online now you can buy if you live in Japan, and I recommend you go out and seek them out. They are one of the top brewers in Japan. Okay. And now we will look at the second of the beers from Kyoto Brewing, their Golden Week set, which they put out, the second of the 4 beers, and that is this one, which actually has a nice label. It's called Kyoto Brewing夜空を藍染め, Indigo Skies, and it's a sour wild beer flavored, 5.5%, and most interestingly, no IBUs, 0, absolutely nothing. So all of the flavor from this is going to come from the malt and the fruit and the yeast, which produces all the flavors. No hops whatsoever. The name gives the idea of producing or dyeing the night sky indigo, as they say on their website. Indigo production is a traditional thing in Kyoto, as it is in some places, and so they're kind of paying homage to the indigo dyers who dye, this dark purplish blue in Kyoto. So this is a Pilsner malt with some wheat in it, and again, absolutely no hops. But the key point probably is the blueberry and raspberry puree which goes into the beer. It is a kettle sour, which is a sour beer which designed to produce a sourness more quickly than in traditional fashion. So raspberry and blueberry puree into this beer. I am very interested to see how this comes out. 5.5% and no bittering units. Let's give it a go. Ooh, get that color. Okay, it is a very, very interesting mix of not quite purple, not quite pink, kind of in between. Let's take a look at it through the light. So it's blocking the light quite a bit. Very pretty. You don't see many beers this color, that's for sure. Oh my, yes. So right away we get the tartness of a kettle sour with the fruitiness. I'm getting blueberry mostly. No, raspberry mostly, I think. Actually a mix. And it has that kind of kettle sour sort of sinus hit. My. Again, raspberry, probably predominant there, raspberry. And blueberry, I guess. It's a little bit tart, somewhat creamy. The kettle sourness sort of gets you on the back of the tongue, kind of pinches up on your tongue there. Yeah, very refreshing beer. Interesting decision not to put any hops in at all, and I think it works, definitely. Pilsner, malt, and wheat. And I don't really catch the Pilsner malt as such. And the fruit flavors definitely predominate here. Very, very interesting beer. So once again, this is Kyoto Brewing 夜空を藍染め Indigo Skies, a sour wild beer flavored with blueberry and raspberry puree. If you live in Japan, I hope you will go online and check out Kyoto Brewing's online shop. They're offering at least 11 different beers now for sale to ship throughout Japan. If you don't live in Japan and you visit Japan, you should definitely check out Kyoto Brewing. That's the one beer spot you should probably hit if you are in Kyoto, or even in all of Kansai in Japan. That's the place you should go, Kyoto Brewing. They were rated as the top brewery in Japan last year by RateBeer.com. Okay, that's it for today. We will be looking at 2 more beers in the Kyoto Brewing Golden Week set in the next few videos. And if you want to go back to almost a year ago, I think beer review number 68, 69 or so, I reviewed the 3 main beers that Kyoto Brewing was bottling at that time. You can go check those out as well. Leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel. Okay, well, we'll see you next time. Please take care.